Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. I'm 915 straight, and all my niggas too. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Kotecki was thinking I'd be a scientist. I chose the court, that's why I learned it was all in the wrist. I put the ball down, then I picked up the whisk and started whipping it good like I was Uncle Rick. All I know is swish, my nigga, all I know is swish. I don't shoot him, but I sure know how I compress him. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how.
Raleigh, North Carolina. Basically a month into the season, here in week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Kansas State Wildcats and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in goes down on the sideline to be checking with them right now.
So much good football in the Triangle. One of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Do you?
Keep an eye on that. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Motion from the back. Trying to get the corner. Quarterback keep. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wilson will throw. Spits it out to the back. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He makes the catch. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looks as if he's going to run it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Plows through the defense. Runs through a man. He might have some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Oh, into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-point scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Play action on first down. Left side is Porter. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it first and 10, threatening inside the 30. They'll move the wide receiver. Selling the fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Wide receiver comes in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Out wide right, it's Porter. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Offense comes out ready to start this drive. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Keeps it himself. Breaks the tackle. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Second down, gonna throw it. Under pressure. Hard running there. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. handoff to the single running back. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And he's brought down after a short gain. Third and 6 yards to go. They want to run this quarterback. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Needs it here on 4th down. Throws to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Barnett. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Long way to go on second down. Motion from the wideout. Second down to the air. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Punt is on its way. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll stop it for a moment here as there's an injured Kansas State Wildcat down on the play. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. One final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback changing the play. Wilson to pass. Still looking to his right. It falls incomplete, and we'll change into the field to get things started back up. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Right side attacker. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Going to the run, it's Larson. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Offense gets set for second down. Leaves it in his belly. There's a crease. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Burrowing for yardage. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they add 6 more before that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fighting off the defender. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They give it to him again. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Kansas State pushing the pace. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Looking for space, it's Fields. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. He's got it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And the Wildcats are marching down the field. From the gun, it's Fields. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Gets the back moving. The give. Breaks into the open. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Run in the red zone. It's Fields. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. They give it back to him. Maybe some room, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. Need more of that physicality in the second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. On the option. He'll toss it. There's some daylight. He's past the 30. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wilson will throw. Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the number 3 team, the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Cavaliers, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return.
And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Tight game. As we start the 3rd quarter, we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Going to the running game. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play fake. They're all over it. Showing all kinds of confidence in that arm, throwing back to the right. Fires and picked off. At the 45 on his way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. And he didn't have the accuracy either, and that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
They'll send the back in motion. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Makes the catch. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Looking for the edge. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as his defense is making it tough. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Now on the move. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Well, I was thinking it was 4th down territory. Does that change your mind, Reese?
Not at all. I mean, you give this defense credit for coming up with the stop, but if you want to be aggressive and get the 6, stick to your guns, run the play. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. Never a doubt. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. And he gets rid of it.
Losing, we got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off and make some plays for this offense.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Trying to take it back. They'll be stopped, but not before. Getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fields. Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Got it behind the line. It's Fields. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The running back has it. Runs through a tackle. That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Fires downfield. He's got an open man. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And that was pretty good initial defense, man. I think they understood what he was trying to do, but that second play, the QB scramble, once he gets outside of the pocket, and then just the feel for the big fella to understand where to get to. They were on the same page and now set up with an awesome situation, 1st and goal for this offense.
1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Calls his own number. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He's changing the play. Snapped on 4th down. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. The mission pretty clear here. This offense must have a touchdown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Sells to fake. Buying a little time to his left. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He gets a block. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The give to the big fullback. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Wilson to pass. Looking left. A strike downfield. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making the adjustment. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Got the quick completion. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the foot.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Got a little space. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Jukes his way for more. Enough to move the chains. They stop him after a pickup of 9, but he moves the chains, and it'll be 1st down on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the run, it's Fields. There he goes. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for 1st down. Defense in press coverage. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. On the move at the 30. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to...
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. Remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett. throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. What do we 3rd down?
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. These guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Down 4 late. They have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Rush right in his face. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football 4th down. Great coverage, break up the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Timeout taken here. 2nd one called by Kansas State. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. 2nd down, and the defense has no choice but to sell out to stop the run. Quarterback keeper. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. First and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. Leaves it with the back. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Wildcats called their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.